Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? I just heard some really sad news today, and I decided, I definitely would wanted to just like tell my story with regard to Chris Taylor, aka Spooky Woobler, who recently passed. Obviously, this video is not going to be monetized, so if anybody thinks this is the case, no, not the case at all. But as far as this is concerned, I just wanted to let you guys know when it came to Chris Taylor and Spooky Woobler. I didn't necessarily know him, but when I was streaming with my homies on Twitch, out of nowhere, I just saw a tweet that was letting me know about what was going on with regard to Spooky Woobler. As you can see here, first and foremost, props to Alex Rokon. I hope I'm saying the name right. Seems like he's a voice actor. He reached out to Nintendo Canada, Nintendo Versus, Nintendo America, and just to let them know that, hey, his good friend Spooky Woobler is bedridden with terminal cancer, and he'd love the opportunity to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before he passes away, and that it would mean the world to him if his wish could be granted. So then afterwards, it shows here Charlie at Quap Tweeter. He also reached out to members of the community, along with just content creators, players, etc., to see if we could come through in the clutch. And it was crazy to me that the moment I got hit up with that, I was like, yo, let me retweet this. I can't believe that there's somebody who is hit with the realization that's it's basically the end of the line. It's a scary thought to have too, to understand that you're terminally ill. You don't have much time left, so at least you wish you could have your final wish granted. And when I saw that, it was like it just hit. You realize like how precious life is. That you actually only have one, and to see that he was hit with the reality that he wasn't going to be able to be on the earth for so long. The best that we could do is just help him get his wish granted. So, when he reached out to me, I immediately replied, I got you, as you can see there. And then Chris, out of nowhere, actually replied saying that he was a huge fan, and he said thank you from all of his heart. And I heard what he was going through, and I said I had to do whatever in my power to assist him in his time of need. I made sure to see if I could DM whoever I could DM, tweet to whoever I could tweet, retweet rather, just to get the word out there. And I mean, as you can see, when it came to Alex's tweet, that hit like nearly 8K tweets, and on top of that, like, it was just really cool to see the fact that a lot of the people from his Discord, they hit me up. They were like, hey dude, thank you so much for like the retweet, for even telling people in your stream to retweet. And didn't never knew the guy. I just wanted to do my part. I was like, if I have this ability to just be able to share the word with as many people as possible on Twitter, why not do a good thing? So we did our best. And then afterwards, I believe it's right here. We actually got from the guys in Source Gaming as well, reaching out to Nintendo Versus and Nintendo America, and they just were saying like, hey, Spooky Woobler is a big Smash fan. He's going through a tough time, and he really wishes that he could play the game before passing. And it was so cool to see that Jason Ball 34 also, did his part, hitting up like members of the Nintendo Minute crew, Treehouse, etc., etc. And thank goodness to Samantha Robertson actually replying. Thank you, Samantha Robertson, assistant manager. I think she's the assistant product marketing manager at Nintendo of America. She immediately replied. She was like, hey there, appreciate the heads up. Very sweet of you to signal boost to help a fellow Smasher. I've reached out to a buddy at Nintendo of Canada, since it looks like Spooky Woobler is based in Ontario. And it was super duper awesome to see after that fact that we actually got an update which showed right here Chris Taylor getting the opportunity to play the game before release, and he had such a good time, saying how he really enjoyed Snake, which, hearing that, with the reaction that I had when it came to Snake, makes my heart, like, it warms my heart, right? It's just like, we're all shocked that he's in the game, and it's still crazy to see him there, like facing off against the likes of Cloud and all these other characters that keep getting announced by Sakurai. But yeah, I think it was really, really, really dope for him to get his 3 hours in with the game. Big thank you to Nintendo for that, because I definitely know it can be hard sometimes with these companies to even get approval to, like try to allow somebody the opportunity to play a game before release. Like, what may be the risks involved, right? When it comes to leaks and yada yada. But instead of like all of that, they just helped the guy out. They gave him the opportunity to play the game, and big, big, big kudos to Nintendo for that. Shout outs to the Smash scene as well. Just actually coming out there and in droves to help out. Like Rogers Base, Hungry Box, Bear, like, and the list just goes on. Sonic Mega, the voice of Rivali. So many people just did their part to help Signal Boost to see if this if Chris Taylor could actually get his final wish, and he did. It's definitely sad to hear that he just passed, and I'm happy to know that at least in some way, shape, or form, I was able to make him happy as a Smash fan. For him to even tell me that he was a big fan of my work, well, it's like, wow. I didn't even know. A lot of times there are people who are fans of Smash who may not necessarily be competitive fans of Smash. They could just be a fan of Smash Brothers and may not know who I am. But for him to even like say he was a huge fan, it meant a lot. And I was like, I'm happy that I was able to at least do something. And it's definitely unfortunate that he's not here with us. But I think the best thing that a lot of us can take away from this is the fact that yes, he may be gone, but like the memories that the people have of him will live on forever. So to members of his family, his friends, the Smash scene, Nintendo, like all of y'all just putting in all that work to try to see if he can get his wish, right? Even like his even his partner, right? All coming through just to help out. It was so cool to see them all do their part to try to help him out. And now, it's unfortunate that he's gone, but we do know that he was happy. And I think that's the best thing that we can take away from this, because he said he knew that his time was definitely up soon. He didn't know how long he had, but he knew his time was short. So for us to rally together, the internet, a place where a lot of people mention how we do things to tear each other down and whatnot, I will say right here, in this particular instance, the internet rallied together to do something good. They came together for a common goal, a positive one at that, to see that if we can at least reach out to the guys at Nintendo to let Chris Taylor get that opportunity. And it was really awesome to also see other people not try to make it about them with regard to the issues that they're having, right? Because sometimes that can happen. You can have a slippery slope. Instead, a lot of people acted selflessly and they said, we'll do whatever we can for Spooky Woobler. So great job to Nintendo. And all I can say is, to the rest of the people, his family and friends, my condolences to you all. I'm truly happy to know that he was a great and positive influence to all the people that were around him. And all we can do now is just remember the great times that we've had with him, and to learn from any experiences that you've had with him too. To remember that our time on this earth is finite, right? We're not here for a long time, and we should make sure that with the time that we have, we don't waste it. There are a lot of times we may go after selfish pursuits. We may do things that may be self-destructive without even realizing it, right? Just like overindulging in certain things without realizing that it can harm us. We definitely have to learn from him in this particular instance, because we're not on this earth forever either. And let's just remember that. So again, rest in peace to you, Chris Taylor, and thank you to everybody who did their part to make sure that he got his wish. That is all I can say on this matter. I'm happy that I had the chance to even give him a little bit of hope that his goal was going to be reached to be able to play Smash Ultimate. You know, like, I know it can be very hard for a lot of us, you know, waiting till December 7th, but it was really cool for Nintendo to come through in the clutch and give him that opportunity. They knew he was going through a tough time, and we can know that he definitely went to rest smiling, you know, with little to no regret right there. So I think that's about all I can say on this matter. So good night to you guys. Thank you for listening.